Hi everyone! Ho ho ho! Welcome back to my channel. My favorite cheap product. So this is not like I'm going to the drugstore and I'm just going to buy a bunch of random cheap things that I'll probably never use again, because I just find that super wasteful, and I just want to show you guys products that I actually really use, that I have bought over and over again, because they're actually good products, but they also happen to be incredibly inexpensive. So most of these things are probably like $5 or less. Some of them are $10 or less. It does not mean that it's bad quality, obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't be buying it. Baby powder. Seriously, this is so cheap. This whole bottle costs like, I don't know, a couple dollars at most. I use this every time that I run out of dry shampoo, or sometimes I'm just like, nah, I'll just go for baby powder. So if my hair is getting a little bit greasy on the top, I will just use baby powder. Works basically like dry shampoo. Yes, it does leave a little bit of a white cast, but you can just like brush it out, and I mean, it is so cheap, and I always like to have this on hand. Speaking of dry shampoo, this happens to be my favorite dry shampoo, and it is also very inexpensive. This is the Petite Dry Shampoo, and I get the colored one because my hair is dark, so I get the dark and deep brown. There is a medium brown one, but I feel like this one is actually a pretty good match. It really takes care of oiliness, like if I just want to stretch it one more day until I wash my hair. The Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. This works so great on removing the dead, dry cuticles that are around your nail bed. So what I like to do is I apply this, leave it on for maybe a minute, and then you use like a wooden cuticle pusher just to push the cuticles back, and this just works like magic. I've never had a product that works so well on those dried out cuticles. Okay, so this is an old favorite that I have probably been using since I was like 16 or 17 years old, off and on. Nivea body lotions. Before I got into all this sort of, you know, more expensive brands and more luxury sort of skincare products, especially with like body lotions, like body butters and stuff like that, I used to always buy the Nivea. It was just my go-to. It just does a great job of moisturizing your body. You know, after shaving your legs, you put this on, it does what it's supposed to do. It's just moisturizes, and it smells really nice. I bought this recently when I was on holidays in Spain because I had run out of my moisturizer, and I went into like Lidl or something, and this was 3 or 4 euros for this giant bottle. I've been loving it again. Another one that I always repurchase when I'm in Germany is the Baleen makeup sponge. Precisions makeup eye, so it's like a precision makeup egg. And basically this is a copy of the Beauty Blender sponge. Now there are so many dupe sponges out nowadays. I haven't tried them all, obviously, but I have tried quite a few. And this is the only one that I think is really comparable. It's not quite as soft as the Beauty Blender, but it is fairly soft. And what I like is the shape is just perfect. It is the exact same shape as the Beauty Blender. It expands really nicely when you add water to it. And this is the in-house brand of DM drugstores. So if you are ever in Germany, go to a DM drugstore. It's DM. And I think I might almost like these a little bit more just because they are a little bit firmer. And whenever I'm in Germany, I like buy the whole shelf of them. Another great purchase is this hand cream that you can get at Lidl, and I think it costs like 1 Swiss franc, or I think it was even less. I think it was like 95 cents or something like that here. Probably in other countries it's even less. And it's called CN SOS Hand Concentrate, and this is basically an exact copy of the Norwegian formula. Super rich because there's a ton of glycerin in it, so this works exactly the same, but it's much cheaper. I find this really rich. This is great in the winter when you have super dry hands. 1 franc here or something, which is crazy. This is like the cheapest hand cream I've ever owned, and it's one of my favorites. Another great $1 option, or about $1, are these lashes. These are called the Amorous Eyelashes, and I actually have a whole video about these, so go and check that out because I show these lashes in detail, because they seriously cost $1 per lash. They are 100% human hair, really thin band. I really like these thin band lashes. Actually, I think I'm wearing a pair of the Amorous lashes today, in fact. Yeah, and you can get these on eBay. And speaking of lashes, my favorite very great and very cheap lash glue is the Duo brush on adhesive with vitamins. Now this is the one that comes in the green bottle. This is the only latex free glue that I've ever tried that does not give me breakouts on or like a rash on my eyes. I've tried other latex free glues and they all give me like hives on my eyes, and this is the only one that works for me. Really fastens the lashes in place. They really stay. A great concealer, and my favorite drugstore concealer is this one by Maybelline, and this is the Age Rewind. I have these in two colors. I have the pink one, which is the brightening one, and I have the regular one. I think this is in the shade Fair. I just always go back to this because this is one of those concealers that I don't have to like feel guilty about using. I have some really expensive concealers, and every time I use them I feel like guilty because they are so expensive and there's so little product in there, so I'm like, I don't use enough. It's really dumb. Like I should just use them, but this is one that I can really just use as much as I want or as much as I need and not feel guilty about using it. So because it is so cheap. So great drugstore concealer. My favorite cheap but really great lip glosses are by NYX. And these are the NYX Butter Glosses. So I have here two of the normal butter glosses, and then I have here the Butter Gloss Intense, which is basically the same formula, only it's a bit more pigmented. These are such beautiful glosses and they smell really nice. Like they have a really yummy flavor, sweet. They kind of smell like cupcakes or something like that, like bakery kind of scent. Yeah, these are just great glosses. They're so inexpensive. They come in lots of colors. Lip balms are another product that I don't splurge out on because I have found some really great options at the drugstore that are just so inexpensive. So I've got here the Norwegian formula Lippenpflege, so like lip balm, and this has Nordic berry in it. This one is for really dry and like super dried out lips, and I find this to do a great job of moisturizing. This is even cheaper. I think this was like 1 franc something. In-house brand at Co-op. I don't know if you live in Switzerland, but you can get it at Co-op, and it's called the Well Luxury Lips. It's like the Co-op like own brand. It's really cheap. I have like a bunch of these lying all over the house. These are the Clean and Clear oil absorbing sheets. They come in a little booklet like this, and they are that blue paper. So yeah, it's just like a paper like this. I don't think I have much oil right now, but and then you just, maybe a little bit here. You kind of just blot it across your face. It absorbs the oil. This piece of paper comes a little bit transparent, so it's soaked up the oil. And this basically works just like the papers, like the MAC blotting papers. How many are in here actually? 50 sheets, 50 sheets. This wet brush. I went into Müller drugstore and they had like the official wet brush, I think it's called, which was like 16 Swiss francs. And then I saw this like right beside it, and this is the own in-house brand. It looked exactly the same. These bristles are so extremely bendable and soft that they don't rip your hair. So if you have tangly hair, wet tangly hair after washing or showering, use one of these. It's much more gentle. This is almost the only hairbrush that I use now on a day-to-day basis, and it's tiny. They have this in a larger size as well, and I think I might go pick that one up as well. These ones are a little bit of a find, I think. I think I talked about this before in another video. These two eyeshadows by Essence. These two I bought specifically because I wanted to use them as like a really cheap highlighter. So I have the two shades here. This one is number 19, the Grammy Goes Glammy, and this one is 03 Rosy Flamingo. Honestly, I don't use these as eyeshadows. I use them with a fan brush and apply them as a highlighter. I honestly think these are such a great drugstore highlighter. I actually used a little bit of this today. I don't know, you can actually still see it. You see how there's a little bit of a glow on my cheeks, and I applied this probably like 4 or 5 hours ago and it's still there. These are the lip pencils by Bourjois. These lip pencils are so wonderful. They apply really, really creamy. They're called the Contour Edition, and they come in lots of different colors, and all the colors I think are very pretty. They're very kind of on trend colors, and they're just like the pencils, so you have to sharpen them. They go on really nice. They last a good amount of time without transferring or anything like that, so these are really, really great. Go to Müller, which is like a drugstore here, and they have this range called Cadea Vera. Cadea foaming. It's a foaming face wash. It comes in this like pink and white bottle, and it just says milder Reinigungsschaum, so it's a gentle foaming cleanser. You pump it up, it comes out like as foam already. I double cleanse, so I will use a cleansing oil first to remove all the makeup and remove mascara and liquid liner and all that stuff, but then sometimes that leaves a little bit of a film, so then I'll use this to properly cleanse my skin. This works so great. It does not burn my eyes. I can get this right into my eyes. It like does not burn, and my eyes are very sensitive, and it doesn't dry out my skin. It works, hey! Alright guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You can click on the little round icon right now and you will be subscribed and you won't miss any new videos from me. And I will also link another video right now that I think you might enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a really awesome day, and I will see you very soon. Bye everyone.